Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. With the blessings of Honorable Founder President Dr. Ashok Chauhan sir, Honorable Chancellor Dr. Atul Chauhan sir, and under the guidance of Vice Chancellor Madam Dr. Balwinder Shukla and mentor of AIES, we welcome all of you today at this beautiful gathering. We are here today at a critical juncture where climate change looms as an undeniable challenge that requires innovative, comprehensive, and actionable solutions, which is why we selected this very important topic, green technologies for climate change, for our 1 month certification program. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to this program. This course is a tapestry of knowledge, action, and foresight, woven together with 6 crucial themes that hold the key to our sustainable future. There are 6 themes. I will just name all of them to you. However, you'll get the introduction later. Theme 1, Introduction to Green Technology and Climate Change. Second, Renewable Energy and its Efficiency. We'll be discussing about waste management and circular economy, sustainable agriculture and green infrastructure, climate modeling and product projections, innovative green technologies, and the future. All these sections aims to fuel our imagination and inspire all of us to become a part of the green technology revolution. So let us embark on this enlightening journey together to not just learn, but to ignite a change, to not just theorize, but to implement, and to not just discuss, but to empower ourselves and the communities around us. Thank you, and I look forward to an incredibly productive, enlightening month with all of you. So to begin our inaugural session, we would like to request all our participants to gather together for the Saraswati Vandana to seek the blessings. I request the team to please play the video. Thank you so much, everyone. And I request Saraswati Ma to please seek her blessings on all of us. Now I would request my fellow faculty and at the same time a wonderful assistant professor, Dr. Anamika Shrivastava, to please come to the dais and help us with the welcome address.
Thank you so much, Dr. Juhi.
Ma'am, you're
Technology
muted.
is not only a tool for progress, it's a bridge between innovation and sustainability. Embracing green technology is our promise to the planet, a commitment to mitigating climate change and nurturing a future that thrives in harmony with nature. A very good afternoon to all the esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, faculty members, participants, and everyone present here. It is with immense pleasure and pride that I welcome you all to the inaugural session of 1-month certificate course on green technology for mitigating climate change. This comprehensive program, organized by AIES Amity University, our collaborators, the India Meteorological Department, and Leeds Nextech India Private Limited, promise to be a transformative journey towards understanding and addressing one of the most pressing challenges of our time, climate change. This month-long course spanning from 31st of August to 29th of September marks a significant collaboration between AIES Amity University and India Meteorological Department, New Delhi, and Leeds Nextech India Private Limited. This partnership underscores our shared dedication to fostering understanding and action in the realm of climate change and green technology. Together, we aim to equip you with the tools, knowledge, and insights needed to make a positive impact on the environment and contribute to a sustainable future. Over the course of next 1 month, we will delve into a diverse array of themes that form the bedrock of our mission. The 6 themes that will guide our learning journey are: the first one is Introduction to Green Technology and Climate Change. We will start by building a strong foundation, understanding the interconnectedness between green technology and climate change. Exploring the fundamentals will set the stage for our exploration into more specialized areas. Theme 2 is renewable energy and its efficiency. The quest for cleaner and more efficient energy sources is paramount. Through this theme, we will delve into the world of renewable energy and examine how technological innovations are reshaping its efficiency and accessibility. The third theme would be waste management and circular economy. Addressing waste and fostering a circular economy are essential components of sustainable development. We will examine the role of technology in waste management and its potential to create a regenerative economic model. The fourth theme would be sustainable agriculture and green infrastructure. The agricultural sector plays a pivotal role in mitigating climate change. By exploring sustainable agriculture practices and green infrastructure solutions, we will uncover ways to nurture the environment while meeting the food security goal. The fifth theme is climate modeling and projections. Climate modeling offers us insight into potential future scenario. Through this theme, we will dive into the world of climate projections and understand how they guide our response to the changing climate. Last but not the least, the sixth theme is innovative green technologies and the future. Our journey culminates with a focus on innovative green technologies that holds the key to a more sustainable future. We will explore emerging trends in technologies that are shaping the path ahead. As we embark on this journey together, I encourage you all to actively engage, question, and collaborate. Your participation will enrich the discussion, broaden the perspectives, and contribute to the collective learning experience. Remember that your involvement doesn't end within the virtual and physical wall. It extends to create positive change in our communities and beyond. In conclusion, I welcome you all to the inaugural session of 1-month certificate course on green technology for mitigating climate change. May this journey be transformative, insightful, and inspiring as we work together towards a greener and more sustainable future. Thank you, and let the learning begin. Now, I would request our Assistant Director, Dr. Renu Dhupa, to please give an introduction to the course. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Amrina, thank you, Dr. Anamika, for welcoming our guest for this one of the most important certificate course, that is Green Technology for Mitigating Climate Change. Good afternoon, one and all present here. Today we have gathered here to address one of the most critical challenge of our time, that is climate change. The need for urgent action and innovative solution has never been more evident. And as we witness the far-reaching consequences of environmental degradation and increasing carbon emission, the call for sustainable practices and green technologies grows louder. And it is against this backdrop that we introduce this one of the most important certificate course, that is Green Technologies for Mitigating the Climate Change. And it is of 1 month starting from 31st August to 29th September in hybrid mode. Climate change, as all of you know, that the climate is one of the most pressing challenging of today's time, and which require urgent action and very innovative solution to mitigate this. As the world faces the consequences of environmental degradation and increasing carbon emissions, the need for sustainable practices and very innovative green technologies has become very important part of the today's generation. This certificate course aims to equip the participants with the knowledge and skills needed to actively contribute to climate change mitigation through the adoption and implementation of the green technology solutions. By focusing on the intersections of the environmental sustainability and technological advancement, we strive to empower individuals from various backgrounds to become agents of change in building a greener and more greener sustainable future. With the blessing of Honorable Founder President Sir and Honorable Chancellor Sir and guidance from respected Vice Chancellor Ma'am and mentor of Natural Resource and Environmental Science domain, Amity Institute of Environmental Sciences is organizing 1 month certificate course on green technology for mitigating climate change from 31st August to 29th September in collaboration with Indian Meteorological Department, New Delhi and Lead Next Tech Private Limited. As we know that we are nowadays facing a lot of problems, global warming, which leads to a shrinking in the seasonal cycles and shows the impact on the agriculture areas. So in this context, now it is the most important need of that time to start a such program where we can create the awareness among the youth generation so that they come to know about the importance of sustainability and how they can adopt these sustainable lifestyle practices in their day-to-day life. So we are delighted to inaugurate this critical 1 month certificate course on this topic, green technology for mitigating climate change. And today we are gathered here not just for another educational program, but to start an initiative that holds an immense importance in the current global context. So this program is going to focus on the 6 main important themes. As our world stands at the crossroads where the decisions we made today will reflect for generations to come, and the need for individuals which are equipped with the knowledge and skills to actively combat the climate change is most important. So this certificate course is specially designed and thoughtfully narrated and aims to empower participants from all walks of life to become the catalyst of the change and driving the transition towards a greener and a sustainable lifestyle for our future generation. So this partnership between the Amity Institute of Environmental Sciences, Amity University, IMD, and the Lead Next Tech shows the collaborative commitment to addressing the climate change and also adopting the green technologies in our sectors. So this collaboration between these 3 organizations brings together the academic and research expertise of Amity University with the practical insights of climate assessment and management specialists. So together we embark on a journey to enhance our understanding of green technology and its potential to mitigate the climate change. Over the course of 1 month, which starts from today to 29th September 2023, the participants will be exposed to a comprehensive syllabus curriculum that spans a range of topics. So on the basis of this topic, we divided this certificate course in 6 major modules, which understanding the science behind the climate change and the significance of green technology to delving in the renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, hydro, biomass. And this course also offers a holistic view of potential solution. And we will explore energy efficiency, waste management, sustainable agriculture, culture, and even cutting edge technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning in the last module. The structure of this course has been carefully crafted to provide a blend of theoretical knowledge and hands-on training programs through practical experience. Our participants will have the privilege to learn from industry experts, students from academics and practitioners who have made substantial contribution in the field of green technology and climate change mitigation. So through these interactive discussions, case studies, hands-on training program, we intend to provide a dynamic learning environment that fosters the innovation and critical thinking. So this program is going to focus on 6 major important themes, and all the sessions will be conducted on Thursday afternoon and Saturday afternoon. So first is the introduction to green technology and climate change, which basically deals with the basics of climate change. What is a climate change science and what is the scope and importance of the green technology. So this course basically aims to provide you with the fundamental knowledge and tools to understand and combat these challenges through green technology. Our second module is the renewable energy and its efficiency. As we all of you know that nowadays we are facing a crisis of the fossil fuels. So we are more emphasize on the utilization of the alternate energy resources. So nowadays this is one of the most important parameter for compacting the climate change, that is the adoption of the renewable energy resources or alternate energy resources. As we know that energy is the lifeline for any civilization, but the way we produce it is leading us towards a cliff and towards its destruction. So on the basis of this, we in this module we studied about the solar energy, wind energy, hydroelectricity, and the tools and techniques, latest tools and techniques, which results in the 100% utilization of the electricity from this alternate energy resources. Our third module is waste management and circular economy. So nowadays, what we are doing for this compacting climate change, we are exploring the electricity option from this waste management. So we are expecting to generate 3.40 billion tons of waste annually. And nowadays, the technologies used to produce the electricity or reuse these waste products for some useful manner. And this course or this module will delve into the waste management through the lens of the circular economy. Our fourth module is sustainable agriculture and green infrastructure, as agriculture is the backbone of India and many other nations. And these traditional agriculture practices are neither efficient nor sustainable. So statistics from the Food and Agriculture Organizations suggest that sustainable agriculture practices could increase productivity up to 79%. So we will also explore this topic under this green technology solutions such as vertical farming, urban green spaces, and sustainable urban planning. Our fifth model is climate modeling and projections. So to combat the climate crisis, we must understand it first. Climate modeling allows us to project future scenario based on our action today. At 1.5 degrees Celsius increases, as predicted by some models, can have devastating effects on our ecosystem. So this is very important to understand about the climate science and the models and projections through this 1-month certificate course. As this module will teach you how these models work and how they can guide preventive actions. Now, last module for this 1-month certificate course is innovative green technology and the future. As we look towards the future, innovation holds the key. So these technologies like carbon capture, hydrogen fuel, and advanced wind turbine are no longer the stuff of science fiction. So they are very important solutions that can reshape our planet's future. So this course or this module will aim to ignite your imagination and equip with the knowledge how to contribute to this exciting frontier. So in all these 4 modules, 6 modules, there is a assessment will be there for on every session on Thursday and Saturday, and the certificate will be given to those participants who have attended the whole sessions and clear 90% assessment. So our basic target for this or for the audience is to provide a diverse spectrum of individuals, students, and which seeking to expand their horizons, and professions aiming to enhance their careers, policymakers, and striving to enact change and come to know about what is the green technology and how we can correlate the green technology with the climate change. So this course invites all of you to please come together, exchange your idea, and make it more interactive through online sessions. And because we have invite experts from all these specialized 6 modules, like we invite the speakers from the climate change field, we invite the speakers from sustainable agriculture, we invite the speakers from renewable agriculture, and we invite the speakers from green technology. So at the end of this transformative journey, participants will not only possess a certificate of achievement, but you also come to know about the deep understanding of their role as a climate agent. So you will Also carry forward your knowledge gained here to influence the policy decisions, implement the green technology solution, and exchange your ideas and your knowledge within your community. So in closing, I request each one of you to please seize this opportunity and becomes a part of the movement that transcends boundaries and strives for our shared goal, a world where green technology and sustainable practices stand as a major cornerstones for our progress. And let us together, we will be the driving force that propel us towards a greener and more sustainable future. And this is a need of time. So I request all of you, please make it more interactive by asking the questions, sharing your ideas, because in this session, in the 1 month certificate course, there's not only the theory sessions, there will also the practicals and hands-on training will be also given by our experts on this platform. So again, welcome to all the participants on this 1 month certificate course. Thank you. Over to Dr. Juhi Gupta.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for briefing all the themes to our participants, speakers, and guests. So just because we have already been introduced to the themes, now I request my team to please play the video for the inauguration of the event and also to introduce all our esteemed speakers for everyone. We can have a Thank you so much, ma'am, for the video. This must have helped all of us to please see the speakers, and then we are going to start with their lectures soon in the upcoming days. Now, I would like to request Professor Tanu Jindal, Group Additional Pro Vice Chancellor R&D, to please address all of us with her speech. Tanu, ma'am.
Tanu, ma'am.
ये देखो चार्ज नहीं हो रहे और ये तो चार्जर है
Tanu, ma'am.
Ma'am, I think ma'am has joined using a desktop, it seems.
Dr. Namika, please contact Tanu, ma'am, so that she
Yes,
can
ma'am.
join you on time.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Juhi, Amitabh sir has also joined the session.
Yes, sir. Yes. Good afternoon, sir.
क्या हो गया रेनू चालू करो डिले हो रही है
Sir, Tanu ma'am ने join नहीं कर पा रही हैं.
तो ठीक है उसके बाद में करा देना
ठीक. Dr. Juhi, please invite mentor, sir.
क्योंकि पाल साहब को जाना है ना
हाँ जी sir, पैसा फिर लेट हो जाएंगे. Dr. Juhi, please invite mentor, sir.
Now, everyone, I would like to request Professor D.K. Bandhopadhyay, Chief Advisor, FPO, Chairman, MET Law School, Mentor, MET Institute of Environmental Sciences, to please address all our participants, speakers, and guests regarding the program. Over to you, sir.
So at the outset I must congratulate Renu Dhupar, Anamika, and Juhi for taking up the responsibility for formulating this 1 month certificate course or certificate program, which are not only topical but also highly relevant, and which also lies with the theme of the G20. How do we really make India to be one of the clean energy provider country? I am also thankful to all the participants, those who registered for this program. And I assure you, the way the program has been designed, if you want to make it a great learning, you'll be able to make it a great learning. And because there are going to be topics followed by discussions and followed by question and answer session. Make it that way. Otherwise, the loser is going to be you, and it will not be effective by the organizers to get the feedback how the program is going on. Now, with the blessings of the Honorable Founder President, our Chancellor Sir, with the Vice Chancellor, this type of new things that we try to promote, we try to encourage our faculty members, our institutions, for the benefit of the participants, those who are interested for taking this type of courses. And this is one such efforts. This is one such endeavor. Now, we are thankful to Dr. D.S. Paisab, guest of honor from Numerical Weather Predictions Division of Meteorological Department, Mr. Navneet Ravi Kumar, founder and managing director of Leeds New Tech India Private Limited, and also Mr. Amitabh Hussain, guest of honor, Vice President, Strategic Compliances, Deswal Waste Management Company. So one is waste management, another is Next Tech India, and another is weather. So they had a great combinations of this inaugural session. So they say that oil begun is half done. So you have made a oil begun, but certainly I like to give few thoughts about this certificate program. According to the recent in the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, popularly known as IPCC, the report published in August 2021, the global temperatures will very likely rise 1.5 degrees centigrade above pre-industrial levels by 2040. And even as early as 2030, so the way things are moving, somebody says it will happen in 2030. Now, if it comes 1.5 degrees centigrade temperature rise, then you know how many countries are going to be under the sea. Now, countries across the world have pledged climate action to greenhouse gas emissions, and green technology plays an important role. Now, I like to see that how these countries are really trying to mitigate this temperature rise in terms of arresting them and mitigating them for this greenhouse gas emission. Now, I like to give best 7 examples of green tech that are helping the battle against the climate axis. Now, what is green tech? The green technology or green tech is an all-encompassing term for the type and use of technology that are considered environmentally friendly based on its production process or its supply chain, which as a result reduces our carbon footprint. Green technology can either have lower negative impacts on the environment when compared to traditional resources like fossil fuels, or they actively reverse and reduce human activity to mitigate climate change. We have to be very clear when we talk about green tech. What does it mean? They could vary from large-scale direct air capture plants to collect carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, to the use of alternative fuels for electrical vehicles, to something as simple as plant wall. Now, green tech is still in its infancy, but many countries around the world, including the most recent UN climate change report, have cited the use of green technology as imperative to help meet the goals set out in Paris Agreement and transition out of our reliance on fossil fuel. So the transition out of our reliance on fossil fuel, that exactly what is the objective and purpose of the green technology. Now, this example I like to give you, say vertical farming. Vertical farming is an innovative agricultural practice that has the potential of solving the impending food crisis. Instead of growing our crops horizontally, produce is grown in stacked vertical layers. By doing so, crops require less or even no soil at all, and water efficiency is increased at the same level. So at the same time, vertical farming can guarantee regular output of produce and boost crop yields based on its controlled environment, including temperature, light, humidity, as well as artificial intelligence. Thus, this green technology can easily be built into buildings, cities, or even shipping containers. Vertical farming can also produce food closer to the consumer, reducing transportation cost and emission. The world's largest indoor farm is currently in the works in Abu Dhabi desert, which is said to use 95% less water compared to conventional outdoor farming. These are not just a fad. Now it has been happening, and we can see that Abu Dhabi has already tried it. And the experimental, it has been found 95% less water. Despite this, vertical farming is still relatively new and unprofitable. Maintenance cost of, why unprofitable? Because maintenance cost of automation and water processing are sky high, and most farms are limited to leafy greens, salad leaves, and herbs based on their cost. But this is one of the alternative in terms of the green technology. Now, carbon capture. The carbon capture and storage technology have recently made headlines following the opening of the world's largest direct air capture plant in Iceland in early September. This particular plant, named Oria, actually the pronunciation is Orca, O-R-C-A, is estimated to capture about 4,000 tons of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere every year, which will then be stored underground and returned into stone. And it will be turned into stone. While this green technology has been around since 1970s, most plants have been operating at limited capacity. There are 70 large-scale plants around the globe, most of which are based on the US, that put away about 40 million metric tons of carbon dioxide, roughly 1% of the global annual emission. Though carbon capture tends to suffer from the lack of scalability and affordability, startups like Out of the Blue have begun exploring carbon capturing from the ocean using carbon binding sponge material that can collect and release saturated carbon dioxide. Carbon capture and storage has also got the seal of approval from the UN-backed IPCC report in both its 2080 and 2021 climate change report. It states that all pathways to limit global warming to below a 1.5 degrees centigrade rise in median global temperature forecast the use of carbon dioxide removal of about 100 to 1,000 gigatons of carbon dioxide in this century. Now, green buildings. A green building is designed to be self-sufficient from its electrical power grid, energy generation down to its water system. While solar plants are already widely used in energy source for household and businesses, green building utilize solar panel design that can generate both electricity and heat. In front of these panels is designed to produce photovoltaic energy, while the rear produces hot water by means of a heat exchanger, allowing households to enjoy the pre-hot water. High efficient and insulated windows also help reduce heat loss, some of the points that can bring energy bills down to zero. Electrical vehicles, already all of us know it. Now, lithium ion batteries, which are high electrical vehicles, are powered. I think Joensa, when he'll deliver a talk, he'll give you much more insight about it during the training program, have the great benefits of being rechargeable and have high energy intensity to power cars at long distance. However, it is important to know that these batteries require extracting raw materials, mainly lithium and cobalt, using up large quantities of energy and water to do so. Furthermore, mine workers, which include children as young as 7, often face unsafe working conditions. Now, another interesting thing that is coming up, some of them, our faculty members also working, algal biofuel. Many have touted algae biofuel to be the answer to conventional fossil fuels, as it burns cleaner, releases fewer greenhouse pollutants and greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Algal biofuel is made from sea-growing algae, such as phytoplankton and microphytes, which is then converted into farm crop like wheat, corn, soybeans, and sugarcane. Although algae does not require large amount of farmland to grow, aside from fresh water, they can even grow in wastewater and saline water, and at faster rates than crops needed for conventional biofuel. It is still incredibly expensive, so that is a research needed how to reduce the cost, like say vertical farming we are talking about, like we are talking about electrical vehicles. So the cost is the most important thing. So researches are needed to be done how to reduce the cost. Now, waste electricity generator, that is very important research that is going on even in Amity, and we have been doing it, process joints and a lab, they are trying to do it. They are, reusing wastewater to generate electricity, which can help alleviate both the global trash use and reliance on other non-renewable sources for electricity supply. One method to do so is to simply burn the waste, allow the heat to produce steam that will power an electrical turbine, generate electricity. However, this method has a high chance of producing high emissions and very likely toxic gases from the waste. So another way to go by distilling clean water from the heating of wastewater sludge and then burning the leftover biofuel to turbines. This process produces about 200 gallons of water from each ion of sludge, each ton of sludge. Though more research is still needed of the suitability of water for reuse, this green tech is still currently under development at the South Orange County Santa Margataria Water District, but it hopes to start operating in March 23. And there are still many undiscovered potential in turning waste into electricity. Engineers at Oregon State University have invented a hybrid electricity generator using microbial fuel cells and reverse be able to scale up. This generator has the ability to treat water and contribute to the main power grid at the same time. Now, lastly, the plastic roads, one of the subject of waste, because one of the topics is waste management. The plastic, a green technology that has lately gained more attention to use of plastic roads, first appeared in India around 2 decades ago. Plastic roads are made entirely of or mixed with used plastics. Bags, bottles, and many plastic waste you can think of and can be paved into roadways that can comfortably support vehicle transportation. India has since installed over 60,000 miles of plastic roads, while this green tech has been gaining attraction in countries like Britain, the Netherlands. A startup built 2 30-meter stretches of cycle track in the Dutch towns of Zwolle and Giethoorn, which claims to be the world's first recycled plastic bike path, and also that is being done in Vietnam. Studies have shown plastic roads have the potential of performing as well as better than traditional roads. They are also more durable and can tolerate wide temperature swings, water damage, and potholes. As 91% of all plastics that have been made is now recycled, what better way to tackle this plastic crisis than making this stronger? So there are huge potential in terms of using this green technology. Only thing is that these are all in its infancy, and we have to see that how better to do the research and can see that the cost effectiveness takes place and the utilization becomes acceptable for its commercial uses. Now, this training program is going to highlight of such type of technology, such type of cost effectiveness of those technology, and what this actually the technology means thereby. So with these words, I like to again congratulate our AIES for taking up this very, very important topics, which go along with our G20 G20 objectives, where we like to showcase India, how India is trying to mitigate the climate action plan. So congratulations to my department, to our department, AIES, congratulations to Renu Dupar, congratulations to Vanamika, congratulations to Juhi, and congratulations to the entire AIES department. And certainly, once again, I am thankful to Dr. Rai and thankful to Navneet, Mr. Navneet Ravikar, and thankful to Mr. Amitabh Sen for accepting our invitation to be here. Now we are going to, give the total exposure. I think it is about, if I'm not mistaken, about 40 participants have registered in this FDP, and these 40 students actually will be the torchbearers. They will be, take the flag ahead, and I hope that through this process, it is not only the awareness that is going to be generated, but also it is going to create plethora of opportunities for research. So thank you very much. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, sir. You have definitely briefed about the various fundamentals, and this is going to help the student with the quiz that we are going to play later in this program. Additionally, I would like to convey that Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla, our Vice Chancellor, MIT University, Uttar Pradesh, she has been busy with a meeting at Science 20. It's a mega event. She has been participating there, and she has conveyed her best wishes to all of us, to all the participants, guests, speakers, so that we continue a very fruitful program. With further ado, I would like to invite my first guest of honor, Dr. D.S. Pai. I would like to introduce you, sir, and welcome you with a virtual Tulsi sapling first. For my participants, I would like to introduce you, sir, Dr. D.S. Pai, Scientist G and Head NWP. He has obtained his PhD degree in atmospheric science from the University of Pune. He joined Indian Meteorological Service in 1992 and has continued there till 2022. At present, he's the head of Environmental Monitoring and Research Center and Numerical Weather Prediction Division of IMD. He has made outstanding contribution in the field of weather, climate services, and has published about 70 research articles in various national and international journals. His current fields of interest includes climate variability, change, and its production. Dr. Pai is the recipient of Awards of Excellence for Outstanding Performance for the year 2008 by IMD Pune. He has also accomplished numerous Best Paper Awards and certificates in appreciation of various services. We have been very grateful to invite you, sir, as a guest of honor, and we would like you to address all our participants. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Juhi. Respected Professor Bandyopadhyay, sir, Dr. Anamika, Dr. Navneet Ravikar, Mr. Amitabh Sen, and participants of this very important course on green technology for mitigation of climate change. As Professor Bandyopadhyay said, this is very topical and very relevant at this time. We know that undoubtedly global warming or climate change is one of the greatest complex development challenges of our time, mainly because it impacts almost to everything that are very important for well-being of the human, whether it is a water or energy sector, transportation, wildlife, agriculture, ecosystem, livelihood, and health. And these impacts are already visible and are likely to continue. As mentioned by earlier speaker, the global temperatures are increasing, and last 30 or 40 years, the rise has been very steep. And the reason for this global warming is, as we know, the emission of greenhouse gases, particularly from the use of fossil fuels. And unless we take control this emission very significantly in the next few years, we are going to cross the temperature in the next, maybe by middle of this century, the temperature is likely to be around 1.5 to 2 degree, or by end of this century, it can go up to 5 degree. So as per the Paris Agreement, our aim has to be to control the temperature around 1.5 degree. Because if temperature increases more than 1.5 degree, for every 0.5 degree increment, the impacts actually doubles or trebles every time. So it's very important that we try to limit within 1.5 degree. However, that we have seen that the temperature, global average temperature has already crossed around 1.25 last year itself. And the climate projection for the next 5 years says that there is almost a 65% probability that any one of these 5 years will be warmer than 1.5 degree. Okay. And not only that, if you take average of this next 5 years temperature, it is also very strong possibility that the average temperature of this 5 years will be more than the previous 5 years. As per the current observations and current status of the global climate, particularly the evolving El Nino in the equatorial Pacific, that is causing warming across the ocean, and also warming in many other oceanic area, it is likely that the next year, the temperature can be more than 1.5 degree. Possibly, there is a very good possibility, and that could be one of the warmest ever. So therefore, it is very, as I said, it's very topical. You have to discuss how about the manage the risk related to the climate change. As I said, it impacts almost all sectors of our society. Because of the warming in the global warming, though even when we talk about the global warming, an average of the global average, when you see the spatial distribution within the region, you will see that the temperature increase around the polar region is much more stronger than the other region. So as a result, because of the increase in the temperature, the sea ice over the region are getting more and more melting. And because of this melting of the ice, particularly which is very much more stronger in recent years, the sea level is increasing. There are two aspects of why the sea level is increasing. One is that because of the melting of the ice, the total volume of the water in the ocean water is increasing. And the other aspect is that because of the temperature increase, warming of the ocean itself, it is expanding. So both because of the melting of the ice as well as the expansion of the water itself, sea level is rising. So unless we stop, all this will have a significant impact to our life. Already, as I said, it has got an impact on various aspects of our life. So the question is how to manage this impact of climate change on the various sectors. There are particularly two types of measures or response are generally applied. One is called the mitigation, another is called adaptation. There is a significant difference between these two measures, mitigation and adaptation. Mitigation is a measure to reduce the climate change and involves reducing the emission of heat trapping greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. And this can be done in two ways. One is that by reducing sources of greenhouse gases itself. For example, by reducing burning of fossil fuels for electricity, heat, or transport. you can actually reduce its impact on that cause of you have to cut the reason for the global climate change. And that is where actually this green technology come into actually important. And another is the enhancing the sinks that accumulate and store these gases like oceans, forest, and soil. So particularly the forest has had a very important because of the recent deforestation activity. Actually, the storage, the sinking, the area is being reducing. So that is also a concern for everybody. So these are the aspects that we have to see how you can reduce mitigation, the greenhouse emission into that. We know, therefore, we have to see that what are the different. First of all, we have to see that what are the different sources of the what are the type of greenhouse gases, important greenhouse gases, and what are its sources. As we know that the top 3 greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, N2. As most of the studies have shown that the fossil fuel use is the primary source of carbon dioxide, particularly for it has been seen that carbon dioxide for fuel purpose and industrial process is contributing 65% of the emission of the carbon dioxide actually, and forestry and other land use is contributing around 11% of the total greenhouse gases. Methane is, as of now, it is only 16%, and nitrous oxide is 6%, and other gases are around 2%. Now, the important thing is that wherever these gases, this fuel are being used, like production of electricity and heat production, or industry, or transportation, buildings for cooling purpose or heating purpose, etc. Because ultimately you need energy for these purposes. So how can we cut into that? So that is where, as I said earlier, speakers also were talking about, you have to identify the renewable energy like solar energy, wind energy, energy from the biomass. So by producing energy from the biomass, one way is that you can actually you can manage waste, can be reduced, and at the same time you can also produce electricity from them. And similarly, you also have to reduce carbon footprint by having using items which are made, local made items, what we generally prime ministers talk about, vocal for local. Because when you use items from which are produced from very far away from you, there is a carbon footprint because of its transport and packaging and many other things. And similarly, we also have to find out cleaner cooking energy. Actually, green energy has to be used, and sustainable eating. Particularly, you have to reduce use of meat, etc. And there are now efforts to produce meat in lab, so that by growing livestock and other thing, you can avoid those type of carbon footprint to some extent, or large extent you can reduce. So there are several new technologies are coming. Hydrogen as a fuel, that is another option is coming. So people are doing several things, but at the same time, there is a innovation is necessary. How maximum utilization can be done, efficiently can be done, cost effectively this can be produced, etc. So that is where I think these youngsters, by going through this course, they will get. I am sure that many of these youngsters who may be engineers or many other streams people may be coming, they will get some idea about what is to be done, and because of this course, they may get. I am sure that they will have some encouragement or look into the future and work for some innovation, and from them itself some kind of a new technology will come. And I'm sure, like as India has promised by 2070 that we will have a carbon neutral as a country. That means the emission and removal of the greenhouse gases, both will be equal. So I'm sure that this courses has already had introduced several components has been included, like various, they will be discussing various renewable energy and as well as modeling aspect, etc. So this is I think this is a very good course actually. Now, before I stop, I also want to put a very important aspect of why this climate change mitigation is very important at this time. We know that many people don't talk about this aspect, that one of the main reasons for climate change is also population explosion. You will see that basically reason for everything is a population increase. You may be knowing that when we got an independence in India itself, you know, what was our population? It was only around 35 crore. Now we have got almost 140 crore, which means that we have added 100 crore people. Now, for this 100 crore people, you need a habitat for all of them. You know, you need a housing has to be constructed. You have to provide them food actually. So more agriculture means you are cutting more forest and go for agriculture. So one way what happening is that the sink, which would have helped actually, forest would have been act as a sink. Because of agriculture activity, you are reduced, you know, forest area. And at the same time, by having more agriculture activity, rice, paddy, etc., methane gases are emitting more and more. And similarly, by you have to provide job to all of these people, more industry will come, transport requirement is there, so infrastructure development will come. As a result, what happened actually, this all has causing more and more, you know, greenhouse gas emission, and that is causing more and more climate change. So this aspect also has to be kept while we talk about technology, etc. I do not know, many times, you know, because of various other aspects, even politicians or many other people may not talk about the population, but as a young generation, we also have to think about how, you know, this also can be done. And at the same time, the existing population, which are now impacted by the extreme, you know, weather and climate events due to the increasing temperatures, like increase in the cyclones, heavy rainfall, heat waves, cold waves, floods, landslide, etc. So we also need to develop technologies to, you know, give forewarning to all this aspect. You know that India Meteorological Department is working towards that, improving early warning system. So for even early warning system, various components of the early warning system, like observations, you know, for modeling, for dissemination, you need more and more technologies which are more green technology that actually essentially do not contribute to the more greenhouse gases. But at the same time, we support to this aspect, and that will help, which is the second aspect of the managing climate change, that is the adaptation. Because even if you stop all the greenhouse gases currently, you know, emission of greenhouse gases already which are there, they are going to remain there for next 1 or 2 decades. So how to live with that and its impact? So while we put effort to mitigate the climate change, we also have to live with the situation, that is adapt to that situation. Towards this, we have to develop early warning system and also work on other aspect strategies, work with all the you know, holders actually to combinedly work together to reduce impact of the climate change. In that way, I'm you know, I'm sure that this course will help you, and I ending with by you know, congratulating all the people, those who have been working behind conducting of the course, and I am very happy that IMD is a part of you know, conducting of this course. I wish all the best to you know, this successful conduct of this course, and also all the best to all the participants and resource people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. there are so many aspects, important aspects that you actually pointed about, like the difference between mitigation and adaptation. That's a very most common question that has been asked in our classes for the different courses that we actually introduce to students. Additionally, you've also mentioned about the different techniques and different possibilities which are taken care of right now to combat the problems, environmental problems that are happening around. So I hope all the participants, our other guests and speakers, definitely must have gotten increased awareness from your talk. Thank you so much, sir. With this, I would like to invite my next guest of honor, Mr. Navneet Ravikar. We would like to felicitate you, sir, welcome you, sir, with a Tulsi Chapter. With the introduction to my participants, I would like to brief a little about sir. Mr. Navneet Ravikar is the group chairman of Leeds Group and founder and managing director of Leeds Next Tech India Private Limited. He is a trained engineer with a master's in management sciences. He worked for some time in corporate in the insurtech domain, but later he pursued his passion. Problems of agriculture haunted him from very long, and finally the urge to try something for the world of farmers pushed him into entrepreneurship. Since 2009, he has been into entrepreneurship. He started with Uttar Pradesh, and now his group has a pan-India presence. His organization worked extensively in agriculture, risk management, and worked with prestigious other model organizations of government and corporation for delivering agri-tech projects. Recently, an end-to-end AI-backed agri-tech platform, Agrani, Agriculture and Disaster Risk Analytics using Next Intelligence, Agrani, has been launched by this organization. This platform aims to deliver farmer-centric solutions and provide solutions for the entire agro spectrum. In this journey, he realized that carbon aberrations need to be considered in any study relating to ecology, and hence he founded Leeds Next Tech India Private Limited, which aims to develop Earth Tech analytic solutions using next-gen technologies. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today, and we welcome you here to address all our participants. Next to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Actually, there is a slight correction, ma'am. I am Anil Parikh here. I am the co-founder of Leeds Next Tech. Mr. Navneet Ravikar had to travel due to some family reasons, and the place where he is currently has some network issue, so he is unable to join. So I would be broadcasting the message and taking the session on his behalf. He is sending his best wishes for the success of this program. I'm Anil Parikh here. I too am an.
Thank you, sir, for informing. So you are going to take the session, so may I please take the honor to introduce you as well?
Actually, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay, for all the participants, Mr. Anil Parikh is going to join us and deliver his talk over a particular topic. He holds the esteemed position of co-founder and director at Leeds Next Tech India Private Limited. He is an engineering professional with an illustrious journey of more than 25 years in the agri-input sector. His career has been dedicated to revolutionize the agriculture industry by focusing on the cutting edge and advanced next-gen technology in agriculture and paving the way for what called as the agri-value chain. His mission extends beyond just business. It's about crafting a sustainable, scalable, and lucrative agri-business ecosystem. He has been successfully crafting and implementing strategies to provide solutions that prioritize the needs and well-being of humans by harnessing the power of advanced next-gen technologies. We welcome you, sir, to address all our participants and help us with your thoughts.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks a lot for kind introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I am truly privileged to stand virtually before this distinguished assembly as we gather here today. As a matter of fact, I have a very emotional connect with MIT University. My son, Agman Parikh, he is a proud alumnus of MIT University. He was a student of BBA, International Marketing, 2 years back, and currently is pursuing his master's in management from Toronto, Canada, and he was on cloud 9 when I shared this development with him that our organization, Lead Next Tech, is having a program with his alma mater. So he also is sending his best wishes for the program. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Balwinder Shukla, the program chairperson, Professor D.K. Bandyopadhyay, the co-chairperson, as well as our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Amitav Sen and Dr. D.S. Pai. I also extend my heartfelt appreciation to all the eminent speakers, advisors, and the enthusiastic students who have joined us for the momentous occasion. Today, I commend the exceptional effort of the MET Institute of Environmental Sciences, Noida, in their tireless pursuit of raising awareness about one of the most pressing issues of our era, that is the climate change. Actually, I myself is a civil engineer by qualification way back 87, and I can relate to the issues that we are talking today. In our contemporary world, sustainability transcends mere rhetoric. It has evolved into an imperative of the highest urgency. Like we all, and one cannot overstate the importance of equipping the younger generation with the knowledge and tools needed to understand and combat climate changes. All the youth who are attending this program, you are the future of our planet. And as we all know, our planet faces unprecedented challenges from rising global temperature to extreme weather events. And the youth are our greatest hope for finding solution to this complex problem. That the region, initiative like this undertaken by MET University hold immense value. Today, we have gathered virtually to unveil the updated flyer and program schedule for the certificate course on green technology for mitigating climate change in partnership with MET University. This need for such kind of program was felt for quite some time for the professional who are willing to make career in this field and who were not finding the right course or the right organization to soak into the wisdom. And I think this course will equip them to upgrade their skill in this field, because I can see a heady mix of what I would call, the best of both the world. That is the best is the academia, as well as the active participation from the industry stalwarts. It is very heartening to know that this program has come at a time when whole world, especially our own country, India, is witnessing an unprecedented share of climate-related upheavals and disaster risk, reminding us that the urgency to address this global crisis is more critical today than ever before. We have all witnessed uncharacteristic weather patterns, from extreme heat waves to devastating flood, landslide, as we all know that Himachal and Uttarakhand has faced the wrath of the nature. And these events are stark reminder that the urgency to address climate change is not just a responsibility, but a necessity. And this responsibility rests on the shoulder of the youth who are the participant of this program. And as we all know, MET University stand as the beacon of excellence and innovation and education, and they have always made it sure that their certificate course and course curriculum are in tune with what the current requirement, whether it is from the industry perspective or whether it is from the perspective of the need of the hour. And this Institute of Environmental Science is a testament to commitment to nurturing a generation that is not only academically capable, but also environmental conscious. The university's association with this program is a testament to its dedication for creating a brighter and a greener future for our country. Having spent several years extensively in the agri-tech field, I have come to realize the profound impact of climate evolution on various aspects of our lives. And today, no one can remain immune to what is happening around us. The world, as we say, is a global village. The world is, we all know, is a flat. So, impact at one place is going to impact the other people. And it is abundantly clear that climate change will play a pivotal role in the challenges we face regarding food security. It is this awareness that has driven us to establish EarthTech Analytics, singularly focusing on climate modeling and sustainability through the innovative application of next-gen technology called LEAD NextTech. That was the region which has, culminated for us to have a separate corporate identity called LEAD NextTech Private Limited to dedicatedly, you can say, the harness our effort in addressing these core issues. From the very outset, LEAD NextTech has been actively involved in conducting comprehensive impact studies across 16 states of our country. These studies aim to provide valuable insight into the ramification of climate change on different regions. The dedicated team and my colleagues at LEAD NextTech is committed to generating analytical report based on these studies, which we hope will serve as a valuable resources for policymaker, researcher, and society as large. Because I feel that any research, unless it can translate into the, I would say, the visible changes for the society, it can reach the, I would say, the last man standing, or the man who is at the bottom of the pyramid, or the common citizen. If we can impact his life, that would be the real test of our research. In today's complex world, it has become increasingly clear that addressing climate change and ensuring sustainability require a collaborative effort. No one, for that matter, any organization cannot work in silos or as an individual entity. I would like to underscore the importance of partnership between industry and academia in this regard. This collaboration serves as conduit for the exchange of knowledge, expertise, and resources, allowing us to develop innovative solutions more effectively. As we embark on this journey towards climate sustainability, it is imperative that we recognize the collective responsibility we all bear, especially the youth. Climate change knows no boundaries, and its impact are felt by the people of all walks of life. We cannot say that these climate change will not touch the people who are, economically richer, or the person who has, certain stature in the society. It's going to touch each and every one. So it is only by joining hand and working together that we can create meaningful and human-centric solution to address the challenges posed by the climate aberration. In closing, I would like to express my gratitude once again to Amity University and School of Environment Sciences for their unwavering commitment to environment awareness and action. Together, let us pledge to continue our efforts, leveraging technology, knowledge, and collaboration to build a sustainable future for generation to come. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable information on green technology and the sustainable development. And no doubt, right now we are all facing an environment destruction, and we are on this stage to adopt the sustainable lifestyle. So your thoughts and your inputs are very valuable for running this 1-1 certificate course. So on behalf of Amity Institute of Environmental Science, thank you so much, sir, for gracing this occasion. Thank you.
Actually, my pleasure, ma'am.
Over to Dr.
From my side as well, I would like to thank you, sir. And I would like to point it out that you have definitely focused on one good point, that we have to focus on involving youth in all our initiatives, as also reflected through the mission life. So that particular thing has to be really stressed with all our efforts so that this can be done and with the full efficiency. Thank you so much, sir, for addressing all of this well.
Actually, our pleasure.
Thank you, sir. With this, I would like to invite my third guest of honor, Mr. Amitava Sen. Before I invite him, I'll introduce him with a quick bio. A visionary business strategy veteran with more than 20 years of handful experience, an ability to understand and analyze the dynamics of the waste market while executing several successful campaigns and projects, including legal and compliance advocacy. He's having a PG degree from National Institute of Management and Technology and pursuing various transformational courses from IITs and IIMs, along with impeccable in WEEE, e-waste recycling industry. He has been into the insights of e-waste recycling industry, having a great rapport with the Fortune 500 plus IT, mobility slash telecom electronic sector, along with the informal scrap market across India. An extensive experience in large-scale data analysis, producing clear economic reports, and identifying the potential impacts of economic plans on business operations. He is currently serving as a vice president for a venture capitalist firm at Gurgaon and is also leading strategic alliances and compliance management for the group companies, including Deshwal Waste Management Company. Thank you, sir, and we would like to welcome you all.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. Thanks for a brief introduction. My regards, good afternoon, and my regards to all the professors, teachers, and distinguished guests over here, along with the fellow enthusiastic of a sustainable progress campaign and the program that has been lined up by Amity University. I appreciate that. And I'm sure this program will leverage the youth and the students and the future prospect of a sustainable ecosystem to be a part of that journey. I represent myself as a strategy that I build not only address and build for a growing concern of electrical and electronic waste, but also harness the power of innovation to foster a circular economy, which also enhances the reducing the emission, conserving resources, and leading us towards a more sustainable tomorrow. If you see the rapid advancement of the technology that has brought us convenience and efficiency, but also has resulted in a mounting crisis. Electrical and electronic waste, if you look at, those are the parameter of broad parameter of ferrous, non-ferrous, glass, and plastic. So every year, the million of the tons of electrical and electronic devices are discarded, often ending up in landfill, releasing toxic, and thereafter contributing to the environmental degradations. So as a greenhouse gas emission source, it's an imperative that we tackle this issue heads on. And here lies the opportunity for a green technology and a circular economy to intersect. As our earlier guest of honors has already touched base on the climate change, the effect on the environmental ecosystem, along with the social and governance impact, with the GHG gases, global warming, think about ice melting, sea level increasing, impact on the climate change. There are a lot of mitigation and adaptation to it. So when we talk about the recycling, there are certain techniques, benefits that need to be governed and looked into. So waste to energy is definitely a very prime chapter where we have been dealing not only limited to the electrical and electronic waste across all the hazardous and non-hazardous waste. If you look into solid waste or a municipal waste, where waste to energy technology and the concept has been there. But there are a lot of research and the innovations that is already been lined up. So definitely that will enhance the innovations ecosystem for the waste to energy concept. When we talk about upcycle, transforming the waste into a valuable product, that is one of the technology that will definitely improvise the concept of GHG emission. So any waste that lands up, the primary parameter or the suggestions will always be to have a upcycle and redesign and reduce or a reuse concept as per the 3R and the 4R and the 5R mantra that is there in the environmental impact systems, right? So that is where we try to play a very important part, and we suggest all the young generations forward to impact on that, wherein we have a circular economy principle that has been built across, which reduces the waste. So waste minimization is very important, one of the important technique to reduce GHG gases, to reduce the waste stream, to reduce the growth of the waste journey. It is also important to look at all the possible emerging technologies that can enable the business to perform better in the waste streams and the waste management stream. If you talk about the e-waste kiosks, you can directly hand over your electrical and electronic waste to an kiosk, which also eventually helps on reducing the landfill or reducing the growth of the e-waste, because that will automatically move to a journey for an authorized recycler where that can be recycled in an environment friendly manner. When we talk about a smart waste bin concept, where the different waste categories of the bin for dry, liquid, and other categories of the waste is bin, bins have been placed across a lot of infrastructures that are built in India. We talk about solar powered trash compactors. We talk about plasma gasifications. We talk about automated recycling centers. Those are termed as a dismantling centers across India. So those are the area where you can, we all can dispose of the electrical, electronic waste, eventually minimizes a lot of impact on the climate change. When we talk about green tech for the e-waste management, imagine a world where every discarded electronic devices is viewed as a potential resource rather than a mere waste. So green technology definitely plays a very pivotal role in turning into the vision into reality. Cutting edge process such as advanced recycling technology, efficient material recovery, and eco-friendly disposal method are at the forefront of e-waste management. This technology is not only minimizes the environmental impact of disposal, but also recover valuable materials like rare metals, reducing the need of the further mining and conserving the precious metals, which eventually helps on urban mining. But our effort don't end with a proper e-waste management. We must embrace the concept of a circular economy, an economic model that promotes sustainability by designing out waste and keeping the materials and the product in use for a long run as possible. By adopting the circular principle, what we do, we shift from a traditional linear take, make, dispose model to a regenerative cycle of reduce, reuse, and recycle model. This approach not only reduces the emission and resource consumption, but also stimulate the innovation, green job creation, and economic resilience. Now, climate change mitigations definitely by reducing the need of raw materials and minimizing the energy intensive manufacturing process. A circular economy significantly curtail the GHG emissions. Resource conservations by recycling and reducing electronic component, we conserve valuable materials and reduces the strain on the ecosystem caused by mining and extraction. So when I referred as a urban mining. Circular economic practices fosters innovation in designs, materials, and process, leading to the creation of the green jobs in the technologies and sustainable development. So all the audience and the professors, teachers, students, it's a time to act now for all of us as a global citizen, consumers, and the leader in our respective field. We have the power to drive change. Government, businesses, and community must collaborate to establish a robust e-waste collections and recycling systems. By supporting a green technology innovations and empowers the circular economy, we can transition to a future where electronic waste becomes a resource, emissions are curtailed, and our planet thrives. In this journey towards the mitigation of the climate change, the synergy between the green technology, e-waste management, and the circular economy is a beacon of hope for all of us. Let us remember that the path of a sustainable future requires commitment, innovation, and collective and collaborative effort and action. As we embark on this transformative mission, let us carry the torch to progress and work hand in hand to look forward as a sustainable development of the green ecosystem. Thank you.
So much, sir. Very rightly said that it's very high time that we should remind ourselves and also our generation, upcoming generation and the existing ones, that it's time to act so that we can actually improve the environment for our well-being and also the upcoming generations' well-being. Thank you so much, sir, for highlighting the main points, and we all look forward to a very fruitful session apart from along with this inaugural. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amitava sir. Thank you. And Dr. Juhi, I think we should give a special thanks to Amitava sir because at the last moment he accepted our proposal. And sorry, sir, we already sent the mail on yesterday, but I think by mistake the mail is sent to some another person. Sorry, but thank
No,
you. Thank you so
no
much.
issues, ma'am. It's a pleasure for Deswal and the complete team to be a part of a journey with the youth and MIT universities. We have been very collaboratively working, and I'm sure this program will be very beneficial for the young generation and the students for MIT University.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for gracing this session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, to all my participants and speakers and guests and whosoever is willing to participate, I think you all must have built on your fundamentals and the basic understanding. We are going to play a quiz with all of you. There's a quiz link pasted in the chat of this meeting. And yes, it's posted now. Please open this link, write your name, and I'm going to start the game from my end. And then everybody has to play this as quickly as possible and as correctly as possible. Both the things, like how quicker you play and also how rightly you play, will be getting you points, and the one with the highest number of points is going to win. So it's like a KBC show. There are too many lifelines as well, so you can take those lifelines, you can increase the number of points that you can gather. And even teachers, you can also be a sport, you can also play the same. However, you will not be rewarded at the last. The valedictory function would only be for the students, so you can also join in, but you will not be rewarded. So every student, please join in quickly. I'm going to start this game in the next 1 minute. We are going to be here for the next 10 minutes. However, the game will remain open, and we will just conclude the session with the formal vote of thanks soon. So please quickly
Dr.
join
Juhi,
in.
there's also one information, students. Now all the session will be conducted in the online mode on Thursday and Saturday from 1 to 5, and all the expert members from on different 5 modules will come and give a lecture on these topics, also in hands-on training. So I request all the participants, please attend all the session, and the valedictory will be conducted in the offline mode on 29th September in second half. And the certificate will be given to those participants who attend all the sessions and complete all the assessments. And also this quiz, which is now started, this is going to be started within few seconds. So this is very important quiz, and I think Dr. Juhi Gupta gave a lot of hard working and gives some full efforts to make it as a successful. So the best students, please go ahead.
I'm going to start the quiz in the next 10 seconds when I have enough of participants. So whosoever joins late is not going to win, just because it is also based on your timing. So quickly do all the questions and submit, and the highest number of points will be reflecting the name of the winner on the valedictory day.
And we will give a gift to first winner, Dr. Juhi.
Dear students, we are back here. So you can continue playing your game, and this would be open till, this is 4:30 right now. So this would be open till 4:45, and I'll close the game onwards. And I'm going to record all the points who has scored the highest, and 1, 2, 3, like I'm going to record the first top 3 scorers. To conclude the session, I would like to request Dr. Anamika Srivastava to please proceed with the formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Juhi. It is with a deep sense of gratitude and satisfaction that I stand before you to offer a heartfelt vote of thanks for gracing the inaugural session of the certificate course on green technologies for mitigating climate change from 31st August to 29th of September, organized by AIS in hybrid mode in collaboration with India Meteorological Department, New Delhi, and leads Nextech India Private Limited. This event marks the beginning of a transformative journey towards understanding and addressing the pressing issue of climate change through the lens of innovative green technologies. At the outset, I, on behalf of AIES, would like to convey our deep regards and hearty thanks to Honorable Founder President Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan sir and Chancellor Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Atul Chauhan sir, for their continuous guidance and encouragement. It is their vision and leadership that has placed Amity University among the top universities in the world. Our heartfelt thank goes to Professor Dr. Balwinder Shukla, ma'am, Vice Chancellor, Amity University for her visionary leadership and commitment to academic excellence. She has been guiding and motivational force for all of us. We would like to express our sincere appreciation to Professor D.K. Bandyopadhyay, sir, Chief Advisor, FPO, Chairman of Amity Law School, and mentor AIES for his enlightening address. Your expertise in the field has brought a unique perspective to our discussions, and we are truly grateful for your valuable contribution. We extend our sincere appreciation to Dr. Renu Dhupar, Assistant Director, AIS, for providing us with an insightful introduction to one month certificate course. Your words have set the tone for the event, and we are grateful for your valuable contribution. We are truly honored and privileged to have had Dr. D.S. Pai, Senior Scientist and Head NWP, UMCC, Mr. Navneet Ravikar, Founder and Managing Director, Leads Next Tech India Private Limited in absentia, and Mr. Amitava Sen, Vice President, Deshpal Waste Management Company, who joined us today as a distinguished guest of honor for the inaugural session of 1 month certificate course. Their presence has added immense value and significance to our gathering, and we are deeply grateful for the time and insights they have shared with us. Their expertise and wisdom have not only enriched us personally, but also have provided us with a broader perspective on the themes. We also extend our sincere gratitude to the India Meteorological Department, New Delhi, and Leads Next Tech India Private Limited for their invaluable contribution in making this course a reality. Your expertise, support, and dedication have played a pivotal role in shaping the foundation of this learning endeavor. Our esteemed faculty members, experts, and resource persons and staff, we thank you for your willingness to guide and inspire our participants throughout this journey. Your insights and commitment to sharing knowledge will undoubtedly shape a new generation of environmentally conscious leaders. To our participants, your presence signifies your dedication to advancing knowledge and taking steps towards a more sustainable future. Your curiosity and enthusiasm to learn will undoubtedly fuel meaningful discussions and collaborations during the course of this entire 1 month journey. We express our gratitude to our honored guests and all those who have joined us today to mark the beginning of this course. Your presence is a testament to the importance of addressing climate change and the role of green technology in doing so. I especially thank the people who have been the backbone of the event, the IT and the media team of Amity University, the team who has worked tirelessly behind the scene to ensure the smooth conduction of the event. Your dedication and attention to detail have not gone unnoticed. Lastly, I would like to express my sincere thanks to each one of you present here today. Your participation has enriched this inaugural session, setting a positive tone for the weeks ahead. As we journey forward, let us remember that the impact of this course extends beyond the walls. The knowledge gained, the insights shared, and connections forged will contribute to a more sustainable future for all of us. Let us embrace this opportunity to make a difference and collectively work towards mitigating climate change. Thank you once again, and let us eagerly anticipate the transformative learning experiences that lie ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you. Over to Dr. Ju.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for addressing all of us so well. Renu ma'am, can we just close the session?
Thank you, Dr. Juhi. I think I would like to invite mentors if there's any remarks or concluding remarks for the inaugural session. Mentor, sir. Thank you, Dr. Juhi, Dr. Anamika, for successfully coordinating this inaugural session for 1 month certificate course. And nowadays, this course is very important, where we club these two important aspects, green technology and climate change. And my heartfelt thanks to Pai sir, Anil sir, and Amitava sir for gracing this inaugural session of one month certificate course, and all the participants for attending this program. And I request all the participants, please now attend the sessions which are very important as per your career and as per your research prospects, where we'll give you the full detail regarding the what do you mean by the green technology and how we can correlate this green technology for mitigating the climate change, which is one of the most important aspects of the nowadays. So thanks to all the participants, faculty members, our staff members, and most important, IT person, because without their support, we are not able to conduct any online event. So Movin sir, thank you so much, sir, for giving your full support for the successful completion of our inaugural function. Thank you, sir. Thanks to all.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a great evening, everyone. We're
Thank
closing the session. Please, sir, please close the session.